Hey YouTube, it's Felice HD. I'm back again. Oh, they found Jen. Yeah, they found the particles that are in the thing. Okay, so we're in Gamby's lair. Oh my gosh. Hey, 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 hey. Sending shouts to everybody. So we're in Gamby's lair, and so in Gamby's lair, everybody is looking. They're watching the atmosphere, and they're trying to see if they can find the particles of Jinn. Black Lightning is going up there. It's TC, Gamby, um, Anissa, Lynn. They found the particles. They're like circling, and Jefferson is getting ready to go up there. So TC is putting it up. They're putting together a contraption to see if they can try to channel the energy that is Jen. So they're trying to contain her energy. Jefferson is going up there. Nafisa, Anissa said, just come back. So Gamby just gave Jefferson the watch, which I think has a suit in it. It's no, it's no telling him not to go. He's definitely going. He's definitely going. They told him not to go already because he tried to contain Jen's powers before, and Lynn just looked at him and said, "Go get our baby." He got the suit back on. He got the suit back on. So we gonna see. He's going up now, and he's trying to see if he can find Jennifer. He's up there. Um, and he's just kind of enjoying it. Um, and he sees it. Yeah, he sees her. So he's pulling himself in now. He's pulling it in. And she's coming towards him. Yeah, he's pulling her in. As he's absorbing Jen's energy, it's killing him. TC is looking at the stats and his heart rate is dropping. TC is crying. It's taking Jeff over. It's taking him over. Yeah, he just flatlined. He dropped. I think he absorbed as much of Jen's energy as he could take. And he literally just lit up the way that she did, and he dropped out of the sky. So we're going to a commercial break right now. Just to kind of give an overview of where we are right now. Um, it looks like the whole situation, yes, Gabby gave he gave Jefferson the suit that was in the watch that Odell gave him. That's correct. That was that sophisticated ASA suit. um I don't know. He dropped out of the sky. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know that the whole situation with Jen last week, and then now this situation. I mean, we're 7 minutes in. The situation with him right now, it didn't look good. Neither one of them, it didn't look good. So I don't know. I don't blame him. I didn't expect him to do anything but what he did. But at this point, we have pretty much the entire episode to try to figure out what's going to happen with not only him, but Jen also. I can't say it's RIP yet. We got to see. Um, we don't know. That is correct. He definitely did absorb way too much energy, and so did Jen last week. So, um, let's see where it goes. Put your prediction. We got the predictions already started. We got the predictions started in the chat. So, let me see. What do I think is going to happen? I don't know. I'm stumped. This is like so new to see the main characters really coming to such an obstacle, you know. I think it was beautiful footage. The filming, the actual look of it was gorgeous. Very well done. But it's just difficult to watch because, the Pierce family is like the core of Black Lightning. So it's just hard to see. Um so we're at 9 minutes in and we're coming back from commercial break. Jefferson is taking a rapid decline. He's coming to. Anissa is watching it all play out and they're waiting for him to wake up. So they're putting some high frequency tones into Jefferson's headphones to see if they can wake him up. Gamby is trying to snap him up. Gamby is telling him to pull up. Oh, so he's experiencing the same thing that Jen experienced, where he was saying that he can't move. Gamby is telling him to pull up, but he's saying he couldn't because the force was too great. So he caught himself. He's catching it now. He's able to slow himself down before he hit the ground. So he said he's okay. So Jefferson's okay. Um, so we fast forward to Tobias in his office, and they saw something, and he asked, "Was it a shooting star or a meteor or whatever?" So he's like, "Did you see that? What do you think that was? An asteroid or something like that?" Tobias knows exactly what it is. So he's looking at the video footage and he sees this black lightning. So we see Tobias, the guy that's working with the guy that's working with Tobias has superpowers too. He's a meta too. So I think Tobias only wants to be the only one with metas. So they've contained Jen's energy and she's regenerating in the this bubble that they have. So now that he brought her energy back, oh, so They have Jin's energy contained, but they don't know how long it's going to take for it to regenerate. Lynn said they need to prepare for the worst because there's no guarantee that Jin is going to resurface. Um, this is the best opportunity that they have for her to save her. But Lynn, with her knowledge of these sorts of things, she wants them to be realistic. So Anissa is coming over to TC, and she asked, "Was he okay?" So she's telling him not to put it all on his shoulders. She's like, "Jen is gonna be Jen." And he said one minute they was talking, and then the next minute it was like she was gone. So she just telling him, that it was nothing he could have did to, stop her. Like, he asked Anissa if she thinks it's going to work, and she said, real talk, I don't know. Just have faith. So we fast forward. So they're looking at the whole situation of the guy that Lightning had, th- um, the guy that he beat up. She's putting Lightning on notice, so she's trying to she's gonna put that body of that guy, that the guy from the 100 that shot that kid. She wants to put that body on Jen. She's gonna put the guy that was Henderson's guy on the Meta task force to prosecute Metas for crimes. Ooh. He said he appreciated the offer, but he not interested. He said he want to pull the major cases. He don't want to pull no small time stuff. Oh, she said I wasn't asking. Oh, she told him welcome to the task force, so don't screw it up. He don't look convinced. He don't want to go after Black Lightning or his family. So Jefferson is sitting there watching the energy, and Lynn is coming over to talk to him. She told him that she thought she lost him. He said, "I'm not going nowhere." Oh, she said, "Feels like you've been gone a really long time." Wow. He said, "It feels that way to me too." What's going on? She said she should have told Jefferson about the ionosphere, and he's like, "You knew?" And she said, "I thought it was handled." She said she wouldn't do it anymore. He's pissed. They, oh my gosh. This conversation between Lynn and Jefferson is so toxic. Oh God. It's heartbreaking to see. So they're basically blaming each other. He's upset because he's wants to know why she didn't tell him that Jim was going up in the ionosphere. And she said, well, I didn't tell you because she said she wasn't going to do it anymore. So that's how it started. Then it turned into she wouldn't been doing that if you were suiting up, helping Freeland and helping your family. So he's like, he was grieving about Henderson, and she was like, Henderson died a year ago. Like, get over it. And he's like, what? I mean, it got, he's like, from one addiction to another. So he referenced her addiction, and the claws came out. I think they're both under a lot of pressure. They're really worried about what's going to happen with Jen. Um, and they're just putting too much pressure on each other, and whew, that conversation was rough. That was rough. Um, I think the other conversation, the other argument that they had last season when he found out that she was doing the green light and stuff, I think that one was worse. This one was pretty bad though. Yeah. Honestly, I think the conversation between Anissa and TC was a little bit more realistic. Where she was telling him that, Jim was unstoppable. I mean, I think Anissa basically just wanted him to know, like, I hope you don't blame yourself because there's nothing you could have told Jen that was gonna make her stop doing whatever she wanted to do. Period. So I think that's what Lynn and Jefferson probably need to hear right now. It's just that, I don't think it's anything that they could have did. Either one of them. While they sitting there blaming themselves, I don't think it's anything either one of them could have did to stop Jen from going up there if she decided that's what she wanted to do. So yeah, so it's pretty bad. Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. I think we're all tuned in and we're watching the decline of the Pierce family, and this was one of the promises that Tobias had. He promised to come after everything that Jefferson loves, but Tobias isn't even behind this, I don't think. Things are just taking a turn for the worst. It's not looking good for the Pierce family right now. They're going through some things, and we're 21 minutes in, and we're on this commercial break right now. But I guess the main thing I'm trying to find out is when are we gonna see? I don't think we're gonna see Brandon anymore. I haven't seen Brandon. We still haven't seen Painkiller. I don't know if we're gonna see Jen anymore. Grace is back. Tobias is back. We've seen Lala and Devontae. Um, what's the other girl? I can't think of her name. The other girl that's that runs the brothel, and then the new police lady. So that's what we and Gamby has a love interest, that the one that's making those meta guns. So it's gonna be interesting to see all who's gonna show up this season. But I'm really disturbed by this whole situation with these meta guns because we've already seen that Lala is trying to get his hands on that shipment because he wants to run Freeland. So the 100 gang is on the hook for the assassination of Mayor Billy Black. Now, so now they're gonna pin that murder of that other guy on Jen. So they've named Lightning as public enemy number one in Freeland. So they're saying these vigilantes need to be stopped for once and for all. Chief Lopez is coming after Lightning. Gamby just turned it off and he turned around and looked at him and said, "You gonna tell him or should I?" Jefferson just said Jen didn't do it, he did. He said he didn't kill him, but he beat him up. Lynn is pissed. So we're at the Pierce home and Lynn is sitting at the table. She's having some wine and Anissa walks in. Grace is calling. This is the second time that Grace has called. She ignored the first call and now she ignoring her call again. She don't want to talk to her right now. She says she didn't tell her about Jen and she not ready to talk to her about it yet. And she says she want to be present, with her mom while they're dealing with this situation. Um, Anissa's crying. She's like, "I'm sad. I'm scared. I don't want to get my hopes up." Lynn is like, "I hear you." She said, "I'm not doing green light or meta boosters, but I'm gonna sip me some wine." Anissa said, "Guess what? I think I'm gonna join you." Yeah, they're having some issues with this whole situation. Oh. So we fast forward to Gamby's lair. Jefferson is watching the pod with Jen's energy in it. It's at 35%. He said it's going to take at least another day before it's fully rendered. Jefferson is going through it. And he just sits there and he's telling a story about when she was a kid. And Gamby is like, he's concerned about Jefferson. He's like, I've never told anybody this story. He said they were at the grocery store picking up some stuff. And he said they were picking apples. She said she wouldn't eat bruised fruit, so he had to be very careful about what fruit he picked for her. He's talking about how strong willed she is. He said this sounds a lot like her father. They in there trying to lighten up the mood, but it's very somber. You could tell both of them are really like anxious. He said he was so busy trying to pick the right apples that he turned around and he looked and she was gone in the grocery store. He's he said he found her underneath the shelf of the magazine rack. She was looking at Colin Kaepernick in the body issue of Sports Illustrated or something. That's funny. He's going through changes. I think it's too much. It's too much for him. He's he's like this has to work because I don't think he can stand the thought of losing her. Um, Gamby is telling him realistically. He said, "I can't promise you that everything is going to be okay." Mm. He said, "I can't promise you this is gonna work, but I can promise you, no matter what, that we're gonna get through this together." Wow. So Gamby just told Jefferson that Black Lightning has been gone long enough. He is and will always be the hope of Freeland. So he said, I guess we all could use a little bit of hope right now. Hmm. This is a rough episode to watch. We're at the commercial break right now. So just to recap real quick, everybody is really trying to come to terms with what has happened with Jen and the uncertainty of the situation right now. The machine is still running her energy. So because they've never done anything like this before, they don't know what to expect. We are 31 minutes in. Um, Honestly, it's interesting to see the whole situation with Gamby and Jefferson right now because this is such a touchy situation. These are they have both have very commanding presence. So it's kind of a new thing to see them both be very anxious and very I can't even come up with the words for this right now because usually whenever challenges arise, they usually feed off of each other. So if Gamby's upset, then Jefferson usually comes to the rescue, or vice versa. If Jefferson is frantic, Gamby is usually the voice of reason. But this time, um, they both seem to be really uh, just off center. They're both really struggling with this. They're both struggling to try to keep it together. Um, I think what's getting ready to happen next is really going to redefine their relationship in general because they're bonding on a different level here. They both got, they're best putting their A game. Um, Jefferson went up into that atmosphere not even knowing what was going to happen. He was just like, I'm going to, do whatever I can. And the same with Gamby. He pulling out all the stops too. He's like, I got this piece here. It's only a few in the entire world. We're going to pull out all of the stops and do what we can to try to see if we can save Jen. Um, but even though they've both put their best foot forward and their best effort forth, we still have to wait and see what's going to happen. 1 second. Okay, we're back from commercial break. Devontae is coming into Lala. He's bringing him the phone. So the lady from the brothel is like, I heard you got niggas in lockup. Oh, I just said this in All American. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So Lala, she's telling him, we need to hash out these details. Mm. Oh, she said, I ain't got no problem with beef, but now's not the time. Oh, she talking about a truce. Lala said he ain't doing no truce. Oh, mm. So it looks like Lala is getting ready to be on the warpath. He said he's going to agree to a truce and he's going to do a meetup. But when he was talking about the situation, he's like, no, it's no avoiding war. It's only postponing it. So we fast forward to Anissa's crib. Grace is there. She's explaining the whole situation. Um, she says she don't want to talk about him. Uh-oh. Grace is getting ready to insist. She's like, we're married and I gotta chase after you to figure out what's going on. Wow. Now is not the time to pick an argument. And this is like, I have gotten comfortable with being by myself for a long time, but people put up walls. It's not anything to do with you. Grace do not want that smoke, okay? She need to give Anissa some space right now. Cause listen, she's like, please be patient with me right now. Okay. Relax. She can't push the issue with Anissa right now because she do not want to know. Like, no, she's not okay. No. She can ready tell her. She said she got to tell her about her sister. But they cut off of that and they're going to Tobias now. Mm. So Tobias is saying, ooh. Tobias is telling his colleague about how this chess game is getting ready to go that he's playing. Oh, wow. So we learn more about the colleagues that Tobias has. So she just told Tobias that the guns are going to be delayed because of the whole interference with the Pierce family and stuff. So they're trying to okay. So now we get ready to find the real deal out. Mm. She just said Tobias is obsessed with the Pierce family. I don't know why. I don't know why she just told him that. He looked like he might kill her. Okay, so we're gone to the area of the 100, and Black Lightning just ran. Oh no, this is the fight. This is the fight quarters with where Lala was holding the fight set. So he came in with the lightning and made the voltage go a little low. They were shooting at him, but he managed to restrain all of them. So he got them all down. Now they got the meta gun. Lala got the special gun on him. So he told Lala to put it down. The cops is already on their way. Oh, Lala said, if anybody dies today, it ain't gonna be me. Oh, wow. So he said he didn't kill the mayor and none of the he said Tobias did it. Oh, Lala just said no matter what Tobias do, you know he coming for all of them. That's crazy. Oh, Lala said Freeland is my house and I don't kill nobody in it unless they got it coming. He said glad to see you back. Oh, I know that's right. Lala said I don't kill nobody in it unless they got it coming. He took the gun down. So they had their little meeting of the minds. He just got the information that he needed. He told him he didn't kill the mayor. Tobias did. So Jefferson knows what he needs to know now. He already had it out for Tobias ever since the whole going to dinner with Lynn thing. So we already know that Tobias is on the list. I know. I don't want him to get caught up in what's going on. He's such a great character. Um, right now, they're having their, back and forth between Lala and Black Lightning, but you could hear the sirens in the background. So Jefferson did tell Lala that the authorities were on their way. So we'll see. We'll see how that pans out for Lala and his team. Now, that's another person we haven't seen. We haven't seen Gravedigger. I don't know if he's going to resurface, what part he would play at this point. He may be stand-in as another adversary for the Pierce family. We know that he now knows that he's extended family. I don't see him coming to their rescue. Definitely not. I can't believe how hard he went on Jefferson or Jennifer last season. So I think if Gravedigger resurfaces, it'll only mean trouble for the Pierce family, honestly. I think the only one that hasn't had a run-in with him, no, because Anissa had a run-in with him. He's had a run-in with every member of the Pierce family at this point. So nobody wants the Gravedigger in the picture. If he shows up, they got a real problem. They already got some issues, but oh yeah, that police chief. I want to know what her story is. She gives me commander vibes. You remember? I wonder if she's a meta or somebody that's close to her is a meta, because she has a hang up about metas, and I'd be interested to know what that's about. You can tell she has a hang up about the metas. She's just unusually harsh towards them. So I'd be interested to see what's her deal. Why is it, what's up with that? Other than that, looks like Thunder Grace came to some sort of meeting of the minds. You could tell that Grace was tizzy because she'd been reaching out to Anissa quite a few times, and she was going, straight to voicemail, left on red and all that. So when Anissa came in the house, Grace was right there waiting on that ass. Like, you know what? I'm motherfucking tired of whatever's going on with you being, the outside looking in. Anissa was like, look, I'm going through some things right now, and I don't want to talk about it, and I just need you to understand. Yeah, she definitely giving commander vibes. I'm sorry. That police chief is giving me commander vibes, okay? She got to hang up. She got to hang up about metas, and I'm sure we're going to figure out what's going on at some point. The mayor is gone, and Jefferson just found out from Lala that it was Tobias. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with that. Like I said, he already got Tobias on the list of people that he not fooling with right now. So we're going to see. We on a commercial break right now. So it's 9:46. We 46 minutes in, and he's at, and the thing that's holding Jen's energy is at 92%. TC is in Gamby's lair, and they're just sitting there watching everything unfold. Gamby walks in. Gamby and TC are sitting there watching it. Gamby just asked TC if he got any sleep. He said it's hard because it's like all the machines are talking at once. Mm. So he said that one part of the machine is saying that they can reconstitute her, but he said they don't know whether she's gonna be alive or dead. If the machine can put her back together, they don't know if she's gonna be alive or dead. So TC is upset. TC said he should have said something. Gamby said you did what you thought was right. Oh, wow. Gamby said secrets are a lot like marriages. They only work out if both sides hold up their end of the bargain. That's fair though. You could tell TC is beating himself up. Um, so we're back at the Pierce home. Jefferson and Lynn are things are really awkward. She apologized. She said she should never have said what she said, but and and they're both apologizing for the things that they said and the low blows. So she says she don't say it enough, but he's done an amazing job and raising the daughters and being a wow. She said he has been a better father than she could ever have hoped for. Wow. She said she went to Jen's room and it was too much. It's just breaking her down. She's a mess. Jefferson is trying to hold it together. She said her heart wants to believe it, but she doesn't. She said her heart wants to believe it, but her brain doesn't. So she's saying that she basically it doesn't make logistical sense. Okay, so they're saying that her energy is at 96%. So they're getting ready to head over there now. So we fast forward to the meetup with Lala. They out there, but it ain't nobody coming. Lala said something don't feel right. It's the police. She threw him. The girl Destiny threw him. Lala done bust. He just pulled out both guns and he busting. They busting at the police. They don't know Lala can't die, do they? They trying to kill him, but they don't know. So the police are arresting some of Lala's people. He bleeding. He catching bullets, but they can't kill him. Lala hit the ground. They don't know. Oh, Lala died. Devontae trying to run. Uh-oh. So Devontae said he can't breathe. Uh-oh. Lala just came back. He getting ready to kill them. He just came back. He was gone and he came back. Oh my goodness. The girl is in the car. She's sitting there watching it all play out. So they get ready to bring in an assassin. The girl Destiny is gonna bring in an assassin that specializes in metas because she stamped that she saw Demonte didn't die. He got locked up. Um she saw Lala come back to life. So she pretty much know that Lala is a meta now. And she just put a call in. She was off to the side, so she saw him run through the woods. She just put a call in and said that she want to hire an assassin that is specializing in matters. So Destiny just threw him under the bus. She threw Lala and his team under the bus for the meta police to, I guess, keep them busy so they wouldn't come after her and Lady Eve. And we're gonna see what happened because Lala, they shot him up and he left and came back and hopped up and got out of Dodge because they felt as though Lala was gone. So they turned their back on him and was going after the other people. They didn't even pay attention to where he was. They was busy doing other things. So when he got up and he realized what they was doing, he hurried up, hopped up, and he like shook and beat down the officers that was right by him and went through the woods. So we gonna see, cause that lady Destiny, she was off in a car, off to the side in the cut, and she saw the whole thing. So she get ready to she get ready to come back out. She get ready to find somebody to come back out to him. Poor thing. She don't even know. She don't even know. Lala is a force to be reckoned with. Okay. I think the only ones that know what Lala brings to the table is Lady Eve and Tobias. They know exactly what's going on with Lala. It's gonna have to be one of them. They probably the only ones that's gonna be able to take Lala out because he ain't no joke. So they were at 96% with Jen's energy. So I'm 954. So Anissa and Grace are coming to the site. She can't go in there. She was going in to see what's going to happen, and she's getting cold feet. And Grace is like, "It's okay, I got you." She's trying to encourage Anissa to come on and go through with. She's like, "Let's just live in the possibilities. Look at all of the things that we've been through, all the things that we've gotten through." So Anissa is already upset. She's scared. She don't want to go in. So they're walking in. She convinced her to walk in. So she's taking Grace to Gamby's new lair. And they're at the energy source. It's TC, Jefferson, Glenn, and Grace and Anissa. So Gamby is saying now that the processor is going to condense the energy so that it can bring her back together. So he's like, okay, once all this will go through, then Jim will be able to walk out of there. So it hit 100%. We're at 956. So they're praying. Anissa's praying. And everybody's standing around looking. Everybody just standing around looking. They're panning around to everybody's facial expressions and they don't know what to like. They don't know. They're just standing around looking. TC's like, he's got this weird look on his face. It's starting to smoke. And it's making this weird sound. Okay, it stopped. It stopped. Now it's like flashing. So they see her. Yeah, she's in there. She's in there. You can see her in there. So TC is reaching over there to try to get the thing that Gamby had, and they're trying to pull her out. So Gamby's he's opening up the machine now so she can get out. And it's like a whole bunch of smoke. So they're that's not her. They put her together, but it's not her. It's somebody different. You could hear her voice, but it was a totally different, like her face was different. She's a different person. I don't know who she came together as, but she's a different person. Only way to find out is to see next week. I don't know. It never fails. They always come up with something. They always come up with something. Cause she was putting Anissa was getting out and putting the blanket around her, so she could step out. And when she stepped out, she was somebody totally different. Her face was different. It's not China McClain. I don't know who this girl is, but it's not China McClain. Stay tuned. Make sure you drop down in the comments, give your predictions for next episode. Make sure you subscribe too. All right. Hit that like button. Peace and blessings until next time. Meet me back here next week. All right.